Hey educators, I am so thrilled to have you here with us today. Let's just jump right into this explainer because we are going to discover exactly how we can completely transform our classrooms using the incredible power of K-EdTech and AI. If you've been wondering how to harness the massive global interest in Korean culture to really supercharge your students' learning while still holding on to your absolutely crucial role as an ethical guide in the classroom, well, you're in the exact right place. We're going to break the whole thing down step by step. Think about it. What's really fascinating here is how we're bridging two entirely massive forces. On one hand, you have the undeniable, totally infectious passion of K-pop and K-culture fandoms, that deep, emotional enthusiasm. And on the other, you've got these highly advanced digital learning networks spanning across mobile devices all over the world. K-EdTech isn't just about arbitrarily tossing new tech into a classroom. It's about capturing that raw fandom motivation and channeling it straight into a global, interactive educational ecosystem. It's a total game changer. To keep us on track today, I've broken this explainer down into 4 key stops. First, the new wave of K-EdTech. Next, a practical roadmap for teachers. Then, AI ethics and personalized care. And finally, the 2025 generative AI future. All right, part 1, the new wave of K-EdTech, bridging culture and technology. We are literally watching the digital transition of traditional Korean heritage right before our eyes. We're taking these beautiful foundational cultural elements, things like the hanbok, traditional Korean food, and of course the modern phenomenon of K-pop, and we're pulling them into a unified, highly interactive learning space. So it's no longer just reading a dry paragraph in a textbook, right? It's about experiencing the culture digitally, whether that's through interactive timelines or multi-platform content. You can really see the massive contrast here. On one hand, you've got that old school, traditional rote memorization, drilling vocab and grammar rules until the kids just totally tune out. But then, on the flip side, we've got where K-EdTech just completely shines, fandom-based immersive learning. By tapping into what your students already love, we're stepping into this highly engaging, emotionally resonant space. It naturally makes them want to learn, speak, and truly understand the material. To give you a real, concrete sense of what this looks like out in the wild, let's look at some leading innovations. You've got services like Tuda, which actually lets students practice speaking through virtual role play with K-pop idols. How cool is that? Manawoke turns music videos right into language lessons. Eggbun uses these incredibly friendly chatbot-driven tutorials, and Drops uses heavy, gamified visual memorization. There's even Counterculture Company, founded by a former SM entertainment director, bringing actual K-pop artist training platforms directly to the masses. These tools prove that gamification and real-world cultural context are absolutely the new standard for holding student attention. Moving right along to part 2, a practical roadmap for teachers, giving you a step-by-step guide. So, here is your 3-step game plan for actually integrating this stuff effectively. Step 1, spark motivation using cultural content. Step 2, drive deep immersion using VR and gamification tools. And step 3, provide custom, ethical feedback using AI data. It's a beautifully clean, logical flow that moves a student all the way from initial curiosity to genuine mastery. Let's break down exactly what these steps look like in your actual classroom. Picture this for step 1. To spark that initial motivation, you might let your students take out their phones and explore a 360-degree digital model of a traditional hanbok. Instead of just pointing at a flat, boring photograph, you're giving them the agency to literally spin the model around, zoom right in on the fabric, and immediately capture their curiosity. You've instantly hooked them just by using digital culture. And then you seamlessly slide right into step 2. Once you have their attention, you can deeply immerse your classroom by taking them on a virtual reality market tour. Imagine your students slipping on a VR headset and suddenly, boom, they're standing right in the middle of a bustling traditional Korean market. They aren't just memorizing vocabulary for fruits and vegetables anymore. They are virtually walking up to a vendor. You are entirely transforming their learning environment. Which brings us to part 3. AI ethics and personalized care, and really, the teacher's responsibility in all this. Now, as we bring all these amazing immersive tools into our classrooms, we absolutely have to talk about the ethics of it all. AI in education isn't just about some cold robotic automation, right? It's really the opposite. Whether we're talking about Q&A or Georgia Tech's predictive models or even Grammarly, these tools are fundamentally about protecting and caring for our learners. We aren't just using AI to grade papers faster, we're using it to pinpoint exact knowledge gaps, foresee when a student might drop out, and provide totally unbiased support. This is AI acting as an extension of your own empathy. Take the Q&A ecosystem, for instance. It's this massive AI question and answer platform. A student snaps a photo of a math problem, and the AI recognizes it immediately. But here's why Q&A perfectly demonstrates ethical educational tech. It doesn't just hand over the answer. It automatically analyzes the specific types of questions that student keeps getting wrong, and then recommends similar problems to help them achieve true mastery. It's ethically supporting their growth by analyzing exactly where they're struggling and building a personalized path forward for them. There's this fantastic idea from Georgia Tech's AI program that I absolutely love. They describe their predictive analytics for learning dropouts as a form of protective care. And honestly, that is such a powerful reminder for us. Our ethical duty as teachers isn't just to get through the curriculum. It's to use these AI data points to intervene before a student completely falls behind. AI gives us those early warning signals so our human intuition and care can step in exactly when the student needs it most. And this level of ethical care, it's scaling up globally. Just look at the BTS and UNESCO campaign for youth mental health and violence prevention. Over 200,000 learners from 180 different countries participated. It really shows how leveraging K-culture platforms can drive incredibly positive, protective social movements right alongside the education itself. The results of combining this cultural passion with digital learning are actually staggering. By safely and ethically merging technology with cultural education through global platforms like the King Sejong Institute, the data shows a massive 70% increase in cultural understanding among global learners. It is literally creating a more empathetic, connected world through education. Finally, Part 4, the 2025 Generative AI Future and What Lies Ahead. Okay, just wrap your head around this number. 10 trillion won. That is what the domestic edutech market in Korea alone is projected to hit by 2025. This massive growth is heavily fueled by government support pushing K-edutech exports, but primarily it's being driven by rapid, non-stop advancements in AI innovation. The tools at our disposal are about to become exponentially more powerful. By 2025, we're looking at generative AI completely maturing and seamlessly fusing with K-culture content. What this means for you, the teacher, is that you'll be able to provide perfectly personalized, constantly evolving learning paths for every single student in your room. Imagine an AI that can generate a custom reading assignment about a student's favorite K-pop band, perfectly tailored to their exact reading level and the very grammar rules they were struggling with yesterday. It will adapt in real time to each student's unique, changing needs. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative thought. In a 2025 classroom completely driven by generative AI, what is truly going to determine the quality of the education? Will it be the advanced technology itself, or will it be the ethical insight, the protective care, and the sheer human empathy of you, our teachers? As technology reaches unprecedented new heights, I firmly believe it's your human touch and ethical guidance that will matter more than ever before. Thank you so much for joining me today, educators. Keep innovating out there, and I will see you in the next explainer.